Bullying Prevention Week kicks off today, and joining me, a familiar face in the fight against bullying, who's Tad Milmine, of course. You've been traveling coast to coast and reaching thousands of kids, promoting your website, Bullying Ends Here, and a program as well. So always great to have you. Welcome back.
Thanks for having me.
The door is always open for you. And now tell us a little bit about what you were seeing in Eastern Canada. You reached 15,000 kids there.
Yeah, I just got back from a trip that I went out to all over Nova Scotia, all over New Brunswick and Northern Ontario, and I had the opportunity to meet, oh gosh, tens of thousands of young people. I think one of the most intriguing things that I get is it's the emails from the youth afterwards, that they don't just want to reach out and just say, hey, thanks for coming, but they want to tell me that, you know, a little bit about their own story or what they're feeling or what they're going through, just because I've made that connection through the presentation. And then I can kind of help them get through some of their challenging times. Yeah,
and that face-to-face you were saying off camera is so important. What are you hearing from kids? I mean, this is a hot topic, and thankfully it is a hot topic because I think it's an issue that's been brought to light, and you've seen the response and how this is affecting kids. What do you think kids want their parents to know about bullying?
The thing I hear over and over and over again is the kids want their parents or their guardians to simply listen. They don't necessarily want you to solve the problem. They want someone to come home to from school, just like we have from when we come home from work. We just want someone to vent to. And more often than not, as adults, as soon as the child starts telling us they're having a problem at school, we get into the protective mode of, okay, we're going to the school, we're going to talk to this person, talk to that person. When in fact, the young person, all they wanted to do was just talk and have you listen to what's going on.
Right, establish that trust.
That's right.
And you know, as parents, I think that it is natural to feel that protective instinct and want to intervene, and especially with social media being so prevalent with kids. So how do you advise parents to approach social media and what they should be doing there?
Well, that's the biggest thing we have right now is cyberbullying, because there's such a disconnect between young people and adults, because adults didn't grow up with social media and you know, the magnet, as I call it, that these kids they want to use it all the time. So, you know, the answer to when a young person says something is happening on their phone or on their computer, the answer is not to take the phone away or to simply tell them, oh, shut that off, that'll fix it all. Because it's not always about what that young person is receiving through social media. It's about when they go to school the next day, what was put on social media. So as an adult, we need to, again, listen to what the challenges are and then educate ourselves on these applications that are being used, and what's the reporting tool that's on there. How can we block the person? How can we take a screen capture and get the school involved if need be, or the police if it's that serious as well? Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, the world is different to be navigating all of those things for sure. And so, you know, in your travels, are you finding that it's still a hot topic and that it continues to grow in these conversations that you've been having?
I think it is, and I think it's going to be a hot topic for quite a while. You know, bullying, it's a learned behavior, and it doesn't change overnight. So we need all the resources, all the tools we can possibly get. My program is just a piece of that puzzle. You know, I take a very different approach of going in and just sharing my story. I don't go in to share statistics. I don't go in to tell young people what to do. I don't do any of that.
Right.
I go in, I share my story and how when I was growing up, you know, the words and the actions of others, you know, they hurt. And as a victim, more often than not, we don't speak up. We think that we're the only ones that's ever felt this way. So, and that's what young people are sharing back. And I think it's just because we're having the conversation that it seems to be a lot worse off than what we believed it to be. But I think it's because more people are coming forward and sharing their stories.
Yeah, opening up the discussion is key.
That's right.
Yeah, to creating the awareness. And again, the website is Bullying Ends Here. We're going to put a link up on our website, breakfasttelevision.ca. We should quickly mention that you do this on your time off.
Yes.
You are with the city police here, and you know, in need of that support and those sponsorships as well.
Yeah, it's we need all the help we can get. I mean, I'm lucky enough, as we were saying off camera, with Dominion Lending Centers and Industrial Alliance, but the reality is, because this program needs to be an in-person, it can't just be a video and sent out. I need to be there in person sharing the story, that we need all the help we can get to keep reaching the thousands of youth that we are, with the proven results of truly saving lives.
Yeah, well, you're doing great work, and congratulations to you. Continued success to you.
Thank you.
And the good